On Australia-US relations, how will you deal with the trade war between the US and Australia?
I wasn't aware there was one, so thank you for that announcement. But what we do, we support trade, and I note that the US has a trade surplus with Australia. It is in the United States' interests and also Australia's interests for there to continue to be trade between our two great nations, and I'm confident that that will continue to occur.
Elon Musk is expected to play a significant role in Trump's team. Will you push ahead with social media and misinformation bills even if Donald Trump doesn't want you to?
We decide the policies that Australia puts forward as a sovereign nation.
Is today a tactic to win over brothers?
A tactic
yeah,
to...
These salmon announcements, is this a bit of a tactic to win over brothers off the coalition?
It's doing the right thing. Yeah, we want to win Braddon. Newsflash. Labor wants to win 150 seats, and one of them is Braddon. We have the right candidate. We have the right policies. Look, Braddon has benefited from my government's approach. My government has seen 1 million jobs created on our watch. We had tax cuts where we delivered for every taxpayer. Under the coalition, they wanted us to hold an election to stop a whole lot of the workers in Braddon, low and middle income earners, from getting any tax cuts. They opposed our energy price relief plan. They opposed the cheaper medicines plan that has seen people in Australia save now over $1 billion. Now, many of those would be right here in Braddon, that has an older demographic than the average demographic around Australia, and they have benefited from that. So yes, we'll be campaigning very strongly in Braddon, but my government's committed to jobs. That's why we've funded a range of projects, water projects, infrastructure projects, the Marinus Link. That's why we've funded health precincts, including the recent announcement that we made about the Launceston Hospital. That's why we've opened urgent care clinics, including in Tasmania here, and more to come. That's why we have fee-free TAFE, benefiting people to have those opportunities. That's why we have taken $3 billion already off student debt, but have a plan of reducing student debt by 20% across the board, and 100,000 fee-free TAFE places in every year. That's why we've upgraded the national broadband network to overcome that tyranny of distance. All of these policies are aimed at making Australia have an even stronger future. We're building Australia's future, and it starts right here in Braddon.
Have you spoken to Premier Cook about when the federal election will be? Have you spoken to Premier Cook about when the federal election will be, and him potentially moving the date of the WA election?
No, it's the media that seem to be obsessed by the date of elections. I have read that the election would be in August, September, November. December 7 is probably past now, but I was reading that as a date as well. Look, I'm focused on governing. That's what I'm focused on, and I'll leave the speculation to others. I have said repeatedly, and I repeat again today, I support 4-year terms, and I wish there was 4-year fixed terms, so that this obsession with dates that begins halfway through a term didn't continue.
There are media reports Premier Cook is looking to change the WA election date to avoid any dislike voters might have towards federal Labor. What do you make of that?
Media reports every week about election dates. Nothing new in that. As I said, it was going to be August 30, then it was September, then November, then December 7. The election, I've said the whole way through, will be in 2025. It will be called April or before, but I'm focused on governing. And one of the reasons why we should have longer terms, as every state and territory government does, is to stop the speculation from essentially from the media that seems to occur in the last year of a term once you hit 2 years through.
That doesn't cause you any concern?
Well, I don't know what it is that's causing concern.
Peter Dutton believes he won't be able to make majority government at the next election. What do you make of that?
Well, Peter Dutton, Peter Dutton has not produced. We are now in the thralls, apparently, of an election campaign, perhaps in December. Peter Dutton does not have a single costed policy out there, not one. He has one policy which is for nuclear energy sometime in the 2040s. No plan for what happens with energy security in the meantime. Just a plan for negativity and saying what he's opposed. He's opposed every cost of living measure that we've put in place. He opposed our tax cuts for every Australian taxpayer. He wants to wind back the industrial relations reform that give workers a fair go. This is a guy who doesn't have a policy plan going forward, and I'm confident. I'm about majority Labor government. That's why I'm here in Braddon. I want Braddon to be one of those seats, and I want us to hold the existing seats that we have, Franklin and Lyons, and we'll also have a very strong candidate in Bass. We'll be announcing that candidate soon as well.
On that, would you like to see Rebecca White run for Lyons?
Oh, look, I'll be having more to say and visiting Lyons electorate in about 2 hours.